I'm going to actually use Saba Live to walk you through the process, the new enhancement process, on purpose, so that you can see how to get at that information, and we can actually show you the tool in action at the same time. So a couple different ways you can see it. First of all, if you were in here earlier, you would actually have seen that Deirdre posted an update about the event that we're in right now for people that might not have known about it, both here in her status update as well as over on the left in the announcements portlet. So one more plug for the community is that Deirdre does often update the announcements with very fresh and relevant content, including announcements of upcoming events and other kind of tips and tricks. So it's a great thing to just kind of check back in from time to time to hear about those things. You'll note that right above that in my status update, I pointed out that I would actually be attending the town hall and that I'd be doing an overview of the process and posted a link to that process. So that's one way you could have found out about it, just through the Saba Live product itself. If not, once again, in the announcements portlet, as kind of a permanent fixture actually, you'll see there's a section called, on the left here, do you have an enhancement request? And that also provides a link to the process, as well as directly provides links to the relevant groups that are related to that process. So I'm going to go ahead and jump right into that process page, and we will walk through it together, and then I'll jump out and actually go into some of the specific groups and some of the scenarios and show you some tips and tricks. So first step in this new process is to join the relative groups of interest. This is kind of very important generally in Saba Live. The system tailors the content that you see and the notifications that you get and the news and whatnot that you're informed about based on the groups that you've expressed interest in and that you've joined and become part of. So it's generally speaking a good practice to go in and sort of check out the groups that are out there and join the ones that you're interested in. But particularly important for the enhancement process, since we're splitting out the enhancements into logical buckets based on which product or sort of base offer you're looking to enhance. So Centra, Learning, Live, and Performance, for example, are the products out there today. So you can go ahead and join any and all of those as you see fit. Next step would be you've decided that you have a specific enhancement that you want to submit. The very first thing we'd ask that you do is actually first check to see if it's already been submitted. So I'll be calling out as we go through this new process here some of the various benefits that we see and that we hope that you will also see in the new process. And one of those is total transparency, right? So we're really excited about that. At any given point in time, you'll be able to see if your idea has already effectively been submitted by another customer. That was not possible in the current process, so you'll have visibility into that in the new process. You'll also have transparency, as we'll see in just a minute, around what the community thinks about that idea effectively. Where is it in terms of the relative priority of ideas for the community at large, which is fantastic. So again, the second step would be, first step rather, join the relevant community, and the second step would be to search the relevant group for your idea to see if it's already been submitted. And I will show you 3 different ways that you can search to get at that information in just 1 second. If you discover that your idea is in fact not out there, then fantastic, that's great, and you can go ahead and submit that new idea into the relevant group. We'll take a look at exactly how to do that in just 1 second. Please note that this process is for enhancements only. If you have bugs or defects or other issues, you should continue to follow the current process, the standard process for submitting issues into Saba support, which is you go to support.saba.com and log in with your customer credentials there and submit your ticket as you would ordinarily submit that. If you discover that your idea has already been submitted, then fantastic, you can vote for it, which is great, and that is super important because now what you're doing is you're putting your one more vote behind that idea so that it's getting lots and lots of votes over time. Your idea becomes the most popular idea for the community at large, and those are the ideas that obviously product management is most interested in. Those are the ones we're really going to be focused in on. We tend to get a very large volume of requests, so this is a fantastic process because it gives the community a very direct voice in prioritizing most important ideas at a given point in time. So you'll know on a given day of the week where the community thinks the best opportunities are for improvement in the product. Obviously, product management is equally interested in that. Also important is that you can discuss that idea, right? So perhaps the idea as submitted is not exactly what you had in mind, but it's very, very close. It's sort of 80% of what you were thinking. You can go ahead and just leave a comment on there and say, hey, wouldn't it be great if you also did this or whatever. So the idea is that over time, those ideas can actually be discussed by the community and they can be refined, right? They can be effectively improved upon as they evolve. And last but not least is monitor, right? So your peers are actively submitting new ideas all the time, so please feel free to check back in periodically to see those new ideas as they are being entered. Decide if you agree or disagree with those ideas and vote appropriately. You obviously have a lot of help from the system in this regard because you can be following people that maybe are in your same industry or maybe are in your same area of expertise or whatever the case may be. Maybe they're addressing the challenges that you are, etc. So by following those people, the system will automatically inform you of ideas, and you can go ahead and check them out and vote for them in so very, very helpful to follow the people that are particularly interested or interesting rather to you. And that's it, really. Those are the 5 steps. We have, of course, the standard disclaimer here. We always want to implement every great idea that we see, but we can only get so much into any given release, and so we can never guarantee that a particular idea will arrive on a particular date. As hard as we might try to do that. So that's it. 5 steps. Very, very important that you participate in all 5. If you simply submit ideas and you don't vote on of the ideas of others, then the process is not as good as it could be. It's not as effective as it could be. So really important that you participate kind of in all 5 steps there. So this is a page that I just reviewed in Saba Live. You can search for it and find it. Product innovation. You can search on Enhancement Requests. So lots of different ways you could search for and find that particular page. It's been tagged with a number of different things, including product discussions, HR, EHRs, Enhancement Requests. That you could get to it as you can click on that tag, and that would find not only that page, which is right here, but also the groups that are related to this process that we reviewed earlier. So product discussions, performance, learning, Centra. And you can, again, get at that from the home page in the announcements portlet. As we saw earlier, there is kind of a permanent fixture there, which is the Enhancement Request blurb, and again, giving access to that page as well as direct access to various groups associated with it.